Good evening, everyone. How are we keeping this evening? I hope we're all doing good this evening. Lot to talk about, particularly obviously what happened in Virginia. Um, so that'll be literally the main thing today, because literally the only thing that's literally been discussed today everywhere in Cavan is about what happened in Virginia, and rightly so, of course. But literally everything else is taking the back seat pretty much for today. In terms of people in Cavan and stuff, everybody's just talking about this, and rightly so, as I say. But hello, everyone. I hope we're well this evening. Hope everybody's doing well. Of course, there's going to be a lot to talk about what happened in Virginia. Of course, last night, of course, is disgraceful. It's the most talked about thing in this country probably at the moment, along with all of County Cavan. Everybody's talking about it. Everybody, literally everybody I met today was the first thing that came out of their mouth was about Virginia. Of course, it's not surprising because this country's gone to hell. But we'll get into all that along with a few other things. But so pretty much the main thing would be that, pretty much, because everybody's talking about it. Like literally everybody's talking about it. So it's probably literally the main topic. We'll just give it the usual 10 minutes and see. We are a bit early, as I say, notifications might not went out, etc. But a lot to talk about, of course, related to that. Just give me 2 seconds. I just have to do something. Just to make sure that I have this here. Yeah, so just moving that thing back. I had my tablet and it was there and it was annoying me because usually I leave it over that side. So I was getting a bit annoyed about it. My ADHD was getting at me because it was here and it should be over there. That's usually where I would put it. So that was annoying me just seeing it there. So, first world problems. The tablet's in the wrong place. But yeah, I hope all is good anyway. I hope we're good anyway. Hope everything's fine and it's alright. Investigations ongoing. So we'll just give it a few minutes anyway before we get into all the nitty gritty stuff. But 5 sentences said. But yeah, of course, what happened in Virginia, everybody's talking about it, as I say. We don't know overly too much, to be told. We're probably more than there. We're nearly 24. Actually, it is 24 hours because it happened around 7 or so. So around this time yesterday, it happened. Around this time, just before 7 or so. So yeah, we don't really know much. I suppose we might hear a bit more tomorrow because they are in court tomorrow in the children's court in Cavan at 10:30 or so. We see how that goes. Most likely they probably would get off. I hardly doubt they're going to give them bail now. Jesus. But I don't know if can they give them bails in that. But obviously they're all under 18. I think one of them's nearly 18, but I'm not sure exactly. Good evening now, and how are we keeping this evening? I hope we're good. I hope we're having a good week so far. And of course a good Wednesday. I hope all is good. But yeah, so we'll see what happens. But most likely not much will happen to them, Peter Lindsay, because they're all teenagers. There's not really going to be anything done on them. And of course, they're not. All of them seem to be non-nationals. What I mean by that, they're not Irish. As far as I'm aware, as far as many people are aware, they're not Irish, as far as we know. They're not. They've been living here a while. It has said that all of them have been living in Cavan a while, whatever that means, a while. But none of them seem to be Irish, going by the local media reports, etc. They all seem to be living here for a few years, and etc. So maybe none of them have Irish citizenship, but of course they should probably be sent home if they don't have Irish citizenship, because it is disgraceful now. It's brought the whole county into disrepute. And it's brought the poor people into Virginia into a big spotlight. Like there's people in America talking about this. There's people in America talking about what happened in Virginia. It's not great luck in Virginia. And it's people that's in Virginia, not to mention the businesses, etc. The people going around bringing their children to the shops, etc. It's not great. So they must be pretty. I feel bad for them, the people of Virginia, that they have to go through this. All over a few people that done this. It was only about maybe 10 or 15 that caused such havoc. And that's what this chaos that they caused. But we see what happens. But again, only 5 of them apprehended. So we see, but hopefully they get the rest of them. but I don't know, to be totally honest. Like, we know very little about. I have some names at the moment. What I mean by that is the names of the people, but I don't know all the people, because again, there's a lot of speculations. This person's out. There was one name given to me, and the person's not even arrested. What I mean to say, he was on the other side of cavan, so he clearly wasn't the person, because he's literally what's on the other side of cavan, out for one at this time when this anything happened. So you get what I'm saying. So people can just make up all sorts of things. Like the amount of stuff I've heard today about how it happened, how did this go, and that go, and the other thing, how did that start, and this. There's been about 20 things said to me today about it, so it's hard to know what's true and what's false. Because I think a lot of people too are getting a bit carried away, not in terms of course it's a serious incident, but in terms of the story behind it and stuff. People kind of going wild, making up things about it. But we have to see, I suppose, because it's. I suppose it's impossible to know what's. We know some stuff, of course, but we don't know how this all started. The main thing, how did it all start? Because clearly something must have happened to Loch Ramo. It started at Loch Ramo, just outside Virginia. So clearly something must have been said to somebody, or something must have been done to somebody that started all this. Like, who knows? Maybe it's just gangs fighting. Because again, there all seem to be foreign nationals, let's say. They could be all in gangs. So we don't know. Again, this is just speculation. But I don't know. But they seem to like to be all ganging up in the video. I'm sure people have seen the video on the old man for whatever reason. I don't know. To be told, like the old man's still in hospital. So I don't know, to be totally honest. And how did they go from Loch Ramo to the main street of Virginia? Like, I don't know. I don't get it. To be totally honest, I really don't get it. And I've heard a lot about it. I've literally had. This was the topic of today. Basically, everybody was talking about this. I even talked about it as soon as I got home from work. I barely got in the door and I had to put up a video about it because, I said nothing yesterday about it. Because I wanted to kind of get more information first before I said anything. But anyway, but we know a bit. We don't know it all at the moment still. But yeah, so we see. What is that now? Just give me a second just to see what that is. What is this? Oh, it's not. Great stuff. And if I didn't check it, it'd be something important. But then when I do check it, it's not important. But anyway, sure, look at I checked it. But I'm getting my hair cut anyway, which is great too, because it's starting to get annoying. But yeah, I don't know the notifications and stuff go out. Probably not. But anyway, what can you do? So yeah, we'll give it a few more minutes, and then we were just talking non-stop. I say it'd be probably non-stop about this, what happened in Virginia. Because literally everybody's talking, as I say. The other thing is funny, actually, somebody was saying to me just there a few minutes ago that it wasn't on the 6 o'clock news on RTE, that it wasn't there, it wasn't on 4G Media. So I don't know where the mainstream media are. They just don't want to talk about this. Like, literally, there was chaos in a town in Cavan. Like, literally chaos, outright chaos, basically, on the main street, along side streets, in Tesco's, in Loch Ramo. And, the mainstream media don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole. I don't get it. But and this is, again, just sheer chaos across the board. That's what it was. Like, even yesterday, even was chaos here. Trying to figure out what happened too. Because originally, the first thing that came in, just after, say only about 10 minutes after it happened on the main street, one person I know from Virginia said somebody was stabbed on the street in Virginia. Of course, that didn't happen. But at the time, he thought somebody was being stabbed on the streets of Virginia. So it just goes to show you. But again, I didn't want to put it up straight away. Oh, somebody was stabbed. So I waited for confirmation. But there was many conflicting reports coming in about what exactly happened. And then, of course, the video went out. And the video basically told us all we needed to know. Beforehand, there was all this, like, for about 10 minutes before the video came out, everybody was saying, oh, it's this and that, the other happened. And then the video came out, and that basically proved everything. Like, of course, it doesn't show the whole interaction of Ramo, what happened in Loch Ramo, whatever happened there, etc. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm too busy yapping. How are you keeping? I hope we're good this Wednesday. Yeah, it's about 3,000, but that'd be a bit less. It's about maybe 2,800 or so, yeah. Well, it's not really. It's not as small as it used to be. I remember when I was younger, it was a lot smaller. Nowadays, it's quite big. There's a lot of new house in the states and stuff, so it's bigger than it used to be. It's not that small of a village, but Hello, Gordon. Good evening. Uh, yeah, I regret seeing it, of course, too, because it's been the most talk, and it's dragged, unfortunately, Cavan through the mud. Um, and it's dragged the poor people of Virginia through the mud, too. Uh, and that's the sad thing about it, too, that there's people in America. I seen a big post in America, like a MAGA person and Donald Trump's person. He has like 500,000 followers on Twitter there in America. And he's posting about it like a small town in rural Ireland. It's not a great look for County Cavan and stuff. Even though the main concern is the fellow that was the fellow that was injured, etc. But still not great for the people of Virginia, because to be totally honest, that's what's going to be associated with Virginia for now on. What happened there, unfortunately, and that's just a sad thing. Like even the fella I knew, I was talking to him this morning after he rang me last night. Like he said, this is going to be remembered in Virginia. And that's just the thing; it's going to be remembered. So yeah, it's a long story, Gordon. We haven't kept up to date, but basically, just chaos in Virginia, basically, to put it nicely. But it's not that long ago since a guard. I think everybody remembers. It's about 2 months ago. I said about a guard that was assaulted in Virginia. No, we didn't have a video of that, but the guard was responding to a call of what was it? Disturbance, like a disturbing the peace, and he was assaulted, etc. I don't know if people have seen that. I don't remember people hearing that. Yeah, it's Virginia and County Cavan. Yes, it's not Virginia in the United States, no. But yeah, so the notifications didn't go out. Lovely, great stuff, mighty. But yeah, so like what we don't know much, to be told, as how it all started. We know they're up in court tomorrow, but we see how that goes. But pretty much, they probably will get off with it because they are all teenagers. So I don't know what the law can do. Yeah, he was taken down in May. What are we guessing, Gordon? I think we can all have an idea what you're going to say. I was taking that. Give me a moment. Sorry, I'm just like because as I'm speaking, this stuff happening. So yeah, like as I said in the video earlier on, a lot of people have been saying different things, basically. About this. Oh my God, what now? It's chaos. And also along with that, like literally within a few minutes, like one happened after the other. And how the Gaudi was so quick going to what happened in Virginia was because there was an accident in the Bally Gym stuff. A young girl on a scooter was knocked down by a car. And we still don't know, they didn't get the person. They didn't get them. So they fled the scene. For the young girl seems to have survived. She seems to be quite badly injured, but she probably will make a full recovery, hopefully. Yeah, it has waned for a bit, but not much. It waned the other night there for about an hour or so. But yeah. But it's giving way next week, I think. But yeah, so the Gaudi were basically at that accident in Bally Gym stuff, which is only 10 minutes away from Virginia or so. And they basically straight away they had to go to that call, like the people fighting on the main street of Virginia. Give me a moment. Like there's a Gouda station in Virginia, but it's not manned. Like in terms of um, people being there. Yeah, it was only 4 weeks ago this happened that there was a member from Garda Síochána assaulted in Virginia. Now I don't know if this had anything to do with this. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but yeah, 4 weeks ago there was a girl assaulted, like seriously assaulted in Virginia. So I don't know, does that have anything to do with it? I suppose we won't know yet. It's both speculation. Because I remember, I literally talked about it and said, "Oh yeah, it was like I even put it up online on the community post." I never actually thought about that until now, but I don't know if that's related. Hello, how agenda Tretty Toti? How are we keeping? What am I trying to say? Oh yeah, like people were saying this morning too that the incident in Bally Gym stuff was linked to the incident in Virginia. I don't think that's the case. I think they were two separate incidents. They just happened to happen in the same area. Like there's no evidence to suggest that was linked. It seems like it was just somebody speeding or something that went along and hit this girl on an e-scooter, and probably didn't have insurance and stuff, and probably just went off, fled the scene. Unfortunately, the girl we still haven't got that person. We still don't know what car he was driving, etc. So yeah, not even that. Even just the government in general is chaos. But yeah, no, it's the chaos. Like yesterday, even was chaos. Because there was many different things coming in. As I say, the first thing I got was there was somebody was stabbed in the street of Virginia. Now, obviously, that didn't happen. Like I suppose, like a few people have said there was a knife involved, but there probably wasn't because in the video there was no sign of a knife as far as I could see. Because I looked at the video 3 or 4 times, and I didn't see a knife. And the Gaudi were looking for knives and they couldn't find the knives. So I think people just thought they'd seen a knife. But it looks like it was just fist. It doesn't look like there was a knife involved. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. We didn't see the whole video. Like from what happened before that video was taken. If that makes any sense. So I won't know. I don't know, but I don't think so. I don't think because nobody was stabbed. The man wasn't stabbed. We would have known if he was stabbed. He was very badly assaulted. He was punched in the face a good few times, etc. I think he had his head slammed against the door at one stage of a car. Going by the report too. I'm not sure, but that was what was said too. So quite serious, but we don't know how it all started. Like what caused all this to start, basically. It's anybody's guess. But I don't know will we find out anything else now tomorrow. I highly doubt we'll find out anything else because they're underage. They're not going to name their names. They're not going to say who they are. Even though I have a fair idea who one or two of them are. I have a fair idea. I don't know for certain, but I have a fair idea going by a few people that's been talking to me about it. So yeah, but they're all kind of in secondary school. They're all teenagers. Like they're not like adults. Like we're not talking about somebody in their 20s here or 30s. We're talking about young teens. They're still in secondary school. Like a few of them are near 18. But still to be tried as teenagers, children. That's why they're going into the children's court tomorrow. Now the judge will probably let them off on it, unfortunately. It's a bit because I don't know what the state can really do. So. But I don't know. I highly doubt they can get bail after this now. Like just tap his. You see the corner. Just tap his profile. It should come up for you. Like even just tap his profile or the three dots down the side. It should come up. Ooh. Sorry, I'm just keeping an eye out because in case something else comes out in the meantime. Like there's that much happening in this country. It's just insane. But yeah. But the main thing, I suppose, is to take out of it all that nobody was killed. That was the main thing. Ferry could have easily been somebody killed yesterday because of the actions of these people. But thankfully, nobody was killed. People were injured, but nobody was killed. And I think that's the main thing. But again, the sad reality is, when is somebody going to be killed on the streets of Cavan because of people like these people? It's not letting me. I wonder why that is. Like, you're looking very Only's one. I can do that probably in a second. Uh, Let me just go through. See, this computer I hate. Just to say, I think it's Control V. Oh no, it's Control V. Yeah. Ah shit. Sorry. Excuse me. Control V. I take. It's not Alt V. No, it's Control V. I hate that. Control C. No, it must be Control C. Shit. I hate this computer. There's no kind of copy and pasting. Um, Control C. No, Control V. Yeah. I think that's it. Finally, I think that's it. Just make sure that is it. I think it is. Yeah, no. See, this computer is not like the copy and paste. The Control Alt just copy something. Is that working for you? Just to make sure. Um, I don't know why it wouldn't let you. It should let you, but I don't know why it wouldn't. Um, yeah, it says working. It's the right thing I put in because again, it's not like on only computers where you can copy and paste it. I have to Control Alt. No, Control C. Sorry, it's Control C. I have to press, which is a nuisance. This is the worst thing with this computer. It's working. Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's working. Yeah, no bother, Aaron. No bother. Everybody wants to see it. Everybody's dying to see Aaron on his channel. He's very popular today. Um, so it's Control C. I keep pressing Control V. It's a nuisance. Like, I'm used to the old thing, like you copy and paste it. But yeah, it has to be awkward. Everything has to be awkward, doesn't it? Nothing can work simply. Yeah, so I suppose we talk about a few other things. Just, I know probably somebody else will come in and say, "What about this Virginia thing?" But yeah, so the other thing I want to talk about is does anybody here have a push bike? I know it's such a weird question. Does anybody here have a push bike? Anybody want a bicycle shed? Actually, that's another question. Because you might not be in luck if you have a push bike. Hello, David. How are you keeping? Good evening. Well, you have to get a registration soon for your push bike, and you probably have to pay tax and insurance along with it. But if you have an e-scooter, soon you would have to have tax and insurance, basically, for your e-scooter. So yeah, that's great. 4 bikes, no shit. Oh Jesus, you'll be paying double the tax. That's nearly 4 times the tax. Oh Jesus. But they will. They're going to make you pay for registration of the bike. You have to register the bike, and of course, when you register the bike, you have to pay road tax and insurance, etc. You know, I do pedal power, yeah, but still, the government wants you to pay your taxes. They mean more money. That's what they're proposing at the moment. Like, it's not going to go through probably because it sounds utterly ridiculous. Like that sounds utterly ridiculous. Getting people to pay for push bikes. But the thing is, like, definitely e-scooters, they're going to make them pay tax and insurance because they want more money. Not now, it's just because they want more money. Yeah. Like, at this stage, you have to go back with we'd be like the Flintstones. We had to go one along the road. Like the Flintstones, they're going to be taxing the Flintstones next for their automobile. And the thing about ye back. Yeah. Take the piece, yeah. Like, that's what we have to be in a few years' time because nobody can afford a car. Like, the price of petrol and stuff is going up again. Like, at this stage, and you can't afford, they won't let you ride a bicycle unless you pay your tax, unless you have a registration for your push bike, and the same with e-scooters and stuff. Like, I have an e-bike, not an e-scooter, but an e-bike. And I would probably have to pay tax and stuff. Like, I paid an insane amount of tax and stuff to get it, first of all. Now they want me to pay for it again, basically. They want me to pay tax and insurance. Well, that's what they're proposing. Because if they're going to charge a push bike, you know. But yeah, no, it's utterly ridiculous. Even in countries where, like Denmark, take for example, where a lot of people use their bikes, etc. There's more bikes than there is cars. They even don't do it. They don't even do it. And again, they should probably do it because nearly everybody's using a bike in Denmark, and the same in the Netherlands. Like there's probably 90% of the people using your bikes, etc. Only a few percent are using the car. Because that's the culture over there. It's always been the culture there in the Netherlands and in Denmark. There's no. In Denmark. Wash machines. Yeah, I do have a washing machine, They probably will bring in a washing machine tax at some stage, that if you have a washing machine, you have to pay a tax on that. Like, if you go to the toilet soon, they're going to make you pay tax. Like, at this stage, they make you pay tax for anything. I have a doctor's visit in a few hours. I'm scared to go. Yeah, but don't worry. No, nothing will happen. You'll be fine. You'll be 100%. Don't worry. See, the worst thing to do is to worry about it. It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry at all. Don't worry at all. It's good that you're getting whatever you need to look at. Hello, OJ. But it's good that you're getting looked at, etc. But don't worry at all. Don't be frightened of it or anything. Don't be afraid. Yeah, you got this. As Darren only said, that's just the message. You got this. You're fine. 100%. You're 1,000,000,000%, not even 100%. 1,000,000,000%. How does that sound? Not even 100. You're getting max grades here. Eamon Wine, oh God, Pope bless us and say it was Eamon Wine have to pay tax on his bike. Oh no, you'll be fine. You'll be 100%. Don't worry. It must be Dream Alpha, yes. Yeah. So let me see. Is there anything else? Because literally everything was taken up by what happened in Virginia. Like, I have to look at my list. Not that list. So the government are proposing, listen to this, the government are proposing to bring back the municipal councils, the town councils. I'm sure people remember these town councils back around the 2000s or so. They want to bring back the town councils. Basically, there was a town council in Cavan town. They want to bring them back, basically. Between me and Martin, I don't know. I think he just disagrees with me on things. I think whatever I say is the opposite of what he says. So, like, I could say that the sky is blue, and he would say the sky is red. I think. So, but I think he's just harmless. I think he's just out to like wage bait people. So yeah, we talked about the church in Tampere just when I'm here the other day. So there you go, lightning hit it. A lot of people thought it was somebody set on fire at the church in Tampere, but yeah, clearly not. Like, look at that, because it is wooden. You have to remember all this is wooden, because it's nearly 300 years old. But yeah, lightning struck it like, during a wedding and stuff. Like, of course, they took the cross down, etc. Like, the cross didn't just blow up. But it was struck by lightning. They took the cross down. But you can see it burned, like, underneath the cross. Because it hit the cross and set the roof on fire. Now, technically, the fire station in Tampere, it's literally, because I was there right beside it. The fire station is literally just 2 minutes down the road. and it's all like it's manned 24/7. So basically, only for that, I suppose, it would have been very serious because the whole lot just could have, because it's all just made out of wood. You have to remember, and it just would have just went up like flame, basically. So thankfully, it was saved. But there's a good bit of damage to the top of the church, like the top bit where it was struck. And even during the wedding, like they must have been terrified because a bit of the top came down into the church when the wedding was going on, etc. Hello there, look. It's good to see you. It's good to see you back. I hope you're well. I hope all's good this evening. I hope you're having a good week too. The dome struck a building about. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, that was a different thing. But this is a church. Like that was kind of like a building, like a Stoke building. But this is like a church, an Orthodox church. Like there's a whole video of it, like, so you can see just like the flash. So clearly God wasn't happy, whatever the story was, with the wedding, because it was during the wedding and stuff. So they must have been shitting themselves. I can probably show you the video and find it. I think we'd be all shitting ourselves if we were at a wedding and all of a sudden fucking just an almighty fucking bolt of lightning comes out. Give me a moment to try and find this now. Where the fuck would it be? Let me just see. Give me a moment. I'll look and see. I have to go looking for it now. I should have probably saved it, but yeah. George. Pelgine. Where is the video? Like it's everything else but the thing I want. Hello, Saoirse. Good evening. How are we doing this evening? Sorry, I'm looking for something here. And of course I can't find it. Typical. Fucking. Then if I wasn't looking for the fuck, I'd be everywhere. Pelgale. Well, in the name of Jesus Christ, this is Jesus sins I found it. Yeah, so oh my god, fucking stop with your banging. But yeah, no, like as I say there, like a lot of people thought it was the Muslim was up in the burned the church, but it wasn't. It was actually like that. So I don't know if you can see that. Like a bit of the church and stuff fell. Like just during the wedding. But it's quite insane thing. There it is, around this point. Like Mother of God. So yeah, so clearly God wasn't happy. But no, I just thought to say because a lot of people thought it was like set on fire deliberately and stuff, but clearly it wasn't. You can see the flash in the background, and you can see the bit of the church falling down, like nearly on top of them. That was thunder. That was the hand of God. No, I was just saying about the church in Tapway, like it was hit by lightning and stuff. Like a lot of people thought it was a Muslim or something that burned it. Clearly, it wasn't. Yeah, I was in Tapway. I was at it. Yeah, I was speaking to the whatever you call an Orthodox priest. I was speaking to him. I was actually underneath the dome where it was struck, etc. It was at the altar where it was. So I was at the church. I met the people there. It's nearly 300 years old. The church. It's all made out of wood. So only for the fire brigade being, literally 2 minutes down the road, the main fire station in Champoy, the whole church would have just went on fire. But yeah, so it only was a minor fire, but still the top of it's very heavily damaged because it struck the cross at the top, like the Orthodox cross. So yeah. So that's why I was like, oh, I seen that. Yeah, everyone only was telling me about that. So yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Everyone only was telling me, so we blame everyone only for it. But yeah, yeah, I did visit the church back in May. Now I was in Tampa. This was in Tampa. But it should hopefully be prepared soon. But it's good that nobody was injured or hurt, etc. Yeah, I don't know, but it was during the wedding too, so like we wouldn't mind if there was nobody in the church, but surely that's a bad home, man. That they were getting married and it was struck. Like it was you hear the big bang, like the speed of sound, But it just goes to show you the dangers of it too, that lightning and stuff. But yeah. Poor man's poison. Which a band? No, I don't think so. Not that I know of. What is this now? There's that much going on nowadays. It's ridiculous. 16,000 steps today. 16 times the detail. Great stuff. So there's some good news. Does anybody like to hear some good news for once? Wow, good news, apparently. Oh ho. Good news. Well, I can probably tell you some of it. I can't tell you all. Not yet, no. Encrypted. To get the cipher. Nobody wants to, like, usually when I'm saying good news, people want to hear it. Like, everybody's always begging me for some good news. And then when I'm going to tell you it's good news, you don't want it. Disgraceful. The West is falling. But yeah. So yeah, the good news is, drum roll, please. Eventually, well, not eventually. Sorry, what am I trying to say? So pretty much, it's very imminent. It's very imminent that there be an event in Monaghan to do with the EU presidency for Finland, etc. Of course, Monaghan is paired with Finland for the European presidency. So we see about an event if people wanted to go. We don't know yet. I know some stuff, but I can't tell you at the moment because it's classified. But Neve Smith met with the Finnish ambassador last week. Now, I think it was last Thursday because I was told about this last Thursday. Like, we were just off the stream last Wednesday night. We were off the stream last Wednesday night. And I was basically, I think people remember this, I was told about it. That they were meeting, Neve Smith was basically finalising with the Finnish ambassador plans, etc. So there you go. So it's pretty much imminent. Imminent. What the fuck? So I don't know yet. Well, I do know, but I can't tell you. So isn't it great? But some good news for once. So we see. But we try and let people know a week or two in advance, hopefully. As I say, they finalised the plan, they put pen to paper, they finalised it. But some things could still change date-wise and stuff. But we see what happens. Like, it won't be anything fancy. Like, we're not talking about having Alexander Stubbs for tea or something like that. Yes, I've seen that. It was apparently hit a lot of times in the face with a hammer. Like, I think it was 24 times or something. I meant to post it on the community post, but there's too much going on these days. But I have been watching what was happening. I didn't want to say anything originally, like when it first happened, because I didn't want to say, that it was politically motivated or terrorism. I thought it was just about. First, when I first thought about it, I thought somebody just broke into her house and she just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. You get me? But clearly, it was out. This person was out to get her. Clearly, very clearly. Now I don't know. Was he motivated by terrorism? I don't know. I don't know yet. I suppose the police don't even know. But clearly, he was out to kill her. He meant to kill her, 100%. Yeah, you were telling me that, Luke, that you were speaking to your granny. He's from Mulla. I was actually up in Mulla just a few weeks ago at the St. Killian's shrine now, and the well and everything around there. Because St. Killian's from that area, Mulla, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, it's a horrible way to go, regardless if you don't like the woman or, uh, it's a horrible way to go for anybody. Um, have we met before? Time for rebellions. One for the hair. The hair. Yeah, like I was in Muller the other day. Like, not the other day, but the other week. Yeah, of course. Yeah, hopefully so. Of course. That'll get it. But yeah, no, we'll just kind of chill out because to be totally honest, a lot of talking today, like an extreme amount of talking I've been doing today, and not even that. I think everybody's been doing a lot of talking today around this county. Um, like especially with this thing in Virginia, everybody's just been constantly talking about it, and rightly so, of course. But um, like everything, everybody's talked about it. Everybody today, not one person I didn't meet today has not said about it. Like the first thing that came out of the mouth was about Virginia, and rightly so. But it's insane amount just of things going on because I've heard so many different things about this and that. Um, what? Are you talking to me, Sage, or are you talking to Evan only? Which sorry. Um, Cryptic messages, yes. There's loads of cryptic messages in this chat for some reason. Is the CIA here or something? Is that why we're all talking cryptic messages? Now we're afraid of the CIA being here. I wouldn't be surprised CIA be here. Well, actually, no, sorry, on Garda Síochána Conor. Our good friends on Garda Síochána Conor. Actually, speaking about on Garda Síochána Conor, our good friend from Canada is going back to Canada. The deputy commissioner of Garda Síochána Conor. Now, how the fuck did she get the job in the first place? Who knows? But long story short, she's off on a holiday in November for a long holiday, never coming back. She can take her trucks with her. With that post, pigeon, what pitch? Eh? Crypto Masters. Which is crypto gold? Oh, sorry, you mean the crypto things? Yeah, I don't know. People, I don't think everybody's talking Irish now. Why is the chat talking Irish? But it's a common way too for a lot of people. Like YouTube bots and stuff don't know what you're saying and stuff. I don't know. To check that, yeah, the St. Killian set is good. Like the church there in Mulla too is great. Like with the shrine, like the shrines, and then there's a well too, just outside the town. And then of course the hotel there, like it's a great hotel. The St. Killian Lodge there. It's a mighty breakfast and stuff in it. Because I had breakfast and stuff in, so I do recommend going there for a bit of grub and stuff. And there's a nice cafe there beside the post office if you want a cup of tea. They seem like lovely people who own it. Hello, Dublin. Good evening. But yeah, I know a good bit about Mulla. It's a good bit around it. But there's a lot of stuff to do with, say, Killian there. I could recommend having a look at it. But definitely go to his the heritage centre there, just out from beside the church. I can't speak, and then the well and stuff. The St. Killian's well and stuff. Now there's other things to do with St. Killian too. Huh? Huh? Terrible, but I don't know about that one. I don't think there's anything in Cavan with that long of a name. Westmeath has fallen. Westport has fallen. Great. The West of Holland has fallen. The Midlands has fallen. Everything has fallen. Dublin has fallen too. The West has fallen. That's not. Is that not in Wales? Over 50 years plus ago. What's the name of the church in Virginia? I know. I can't think of it now, but I was in it before. Oh, jeez, when I was singing Irish rebel songs. Jeez, when the chat starts speaking Irish, you know there's trouble. God bless us and save us. Let me see. Hello, wicked Irish rebel. How are we keeping? Good evening. Hope we're well this evening. Hope you're having a good week so far. Hope all is good. I don't know what I think everybody's just singing down the sing song now at the moment here, and talk about the West, etc. But how the West is fallen, etc. The Gaeltacht, indeed. Indeed. But there was something else I was going to tell you, but I can't remember now. What was it? Oh yeah, I'm sure people have heard. Just the other thing, what they just say. I'm sure people have heard about. Oh yeah, thanks, Luke. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I see you again. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it as always. Oh Jesus, Gordon, here we go with the Irish again. Yeah, Neil sé us. What's it? Neil sé los. I don't know what Neil sé. Neil. The Falls Road. Yeah, I was on the Falls Road in Belfast. Yes, there's a bit of trouble actually up in Belfast. Just going off the topic I was going to speak about. There's a good bit of trouble up in Belfast at the moment in some parts of Belfast. There was the OIC, not the OIC, the PSNI. Were getting things fire at them and stuff the other day. Like I think 11 police cars were damaged and stuff. Like it was big violence. There seems to be some parts of Belfast. Yeah, thank you, Luke. Thanks as always. Appreciate it. Hello, Shawnee. Sorry, I nearly missed you there. How are we keeping? How is our Wednesday going? Hope all is well. It's like Kerry Gaeltacht, yes. But there wouldn't be that many. It'd be more Galway and Donegal. There would be more the Gaeltacht. But of course, Kerry too. Like there'd be some parts of Kerry, fuck me, that should be back in the 1900s. Decent Irish. What? What? Treat. So I just have to keep an eye out on this thing, just in case anything's happening at the moment. Yeah, it's all fine. Yeah, we're back to speaking Irish. We're back to the Irish. No, but that's great to hear. Great to hear, Luke. Great to hear indeed. Always a good thing to hear. Mighty thing to hear. What is this now? Yeah, the same thing that I know already. But great stuff. Who are you? Sorry, I'm looking at this. Where's this? Yeah, thanks, Aaron. Appreciate it as always. We'll probably be only here for another few minutes anyway. So I appreciate you being here. I appreciate it as always. Thank you. Andy Bonin, I don't really think much of him. He's got rid of the good digital ID, but he's still keeping going with the digital, like digital passports and digital driver's license and stuff. So we should get rid of all that. He's got rid of the digital ID bit of it, but he has to get rid of all the other digital stuff too. But I don't know. I think it's going to be the same mode. Hasn't got off to a great start. Especially with them laughing about releasing prison, those the Home Secretary, etc. Not great thing. Oh, I don't know. It's maybe he probably stick it. Like Keir Starmer should have been gone long ago, but he stuck it out. Like he fucking dug in for a long time. I think that we hard. We have a hard job in doing that, but we could try his best. Keir Starmer certainly tried to live up to Micheál Martin. Like Keir Starmer generally tried his best to beat Micheál Martin, basically. Keir Starmer, like mother of God. I don't know why the way they got him, but you should send it back to wherever they got him. So yeah, no more Keir Starmer. So yeah, Keir Starmer, no good. We see what Andy Bonin does. I suppose it's too early to say yet, but I don't know. I don't think he'd be much good. Former? We already know who. Favorite former UK Prime Minister. Excuse me. An Irish person has a favorite UK Prime Minister. Excuse me. Oh, you're going too, Darren. Everybody's going. Everybody has enough for me tonight. But yeah, we'll be only here for another few more minutes anyway. I beg your pardon. Oh, you're talking about you. Sorry, I read that as me. I think we all think it's Gordon Brown, yes. But I thought you were talking about me. I was like, I beg your pardon. An Irish person, like, it'd be that meme again. Like, it's literally that meme from Michael Collins, the movie, It's that meme where you're taking down the notes. An Irish person supporting the British Prime Minister, excuse me. Yeah, of course, they are extremely very dangerous, Luke. The very least, it should have always been the case anyway that you wear a helmet anyway. But it was always recommended you would wear a helmet. But it'd be so bad, like, I don't know how they're going to enforce it. Then the high fizz and stuff, I don't know how they're going to do it. Because the Gardaí can barely enforce the law as it is, as we can see in Virginia. They can barely enforce that law without worrying about people wearing high fizz and stuff, So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I don't think so. I don't think it's going to work too much. It might, but I don't think so. We'll have to wait and see, I suppose. Like a lot of people just won't do it. Because there have to be legal penalties, like in terms of fines and stuff. Presumably there would. But I don't know. People still, I think, go ahead and do it anyway. Because they couldn't charge people 7,000-8,000 euro for not wearing a helmet or something like that. But it's only for the person's own protection. Yeah, there has to be, of course. I've seen a good bit. He apparently was a bit of a psychopath. He seemed to have a lot of problems. He was well known to the Gardaí. He was well known to the state for his mental health problems. Clearly, he was rambling to himself in the church. Clearly, that was something. He was very severely ill, it seems. But yeah, of course, they're letting them out. There's no place for them. As simple as that. The mental health. There's no place to put these people. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what happened. Unfortunately, in this case, that's what happened. But thankfully, the woman survived. But they should be probably all locked up because he probably shouldn't have been. Shouldn't have been on the street. Now I don't know, was he just heavily psychotic, like in terms of drugs, the tablets he was getting, that he didn't have a clue what he was doing. It's hard to know, but clearly he should probably never get back out again. At the very least, at least for the next 50 years, anyway. Um, because there's too big of a risk letting people like that out into the street that could kill an innocent child, etc. It's just simply the truth. Yeah, it's not working. Like a lot of these people are forgotten about. They're fucked out of the hospitals, and they're forgotten about. So it's that. It's just a sad reality, but it is the truth. But he was well known to the. I don't know did he have any criminal convictions, but he was known to the Gardaí for his mental health problems. But still, at the end of the day, that won't save him from this crime. Whatever about robbing a bar of chocolate or something, but stabbing somebody in the church, that you're not going to get off. In my mind, you're not getting off with it, and you shouldn't get off with it. Tony Blair, oh Jesus. We were taken to hospital, got brought to Balmoral. Very bad head injury. Yeah, on the East Coast, yeah. Like there was a woman knocked down, young woman knocked down, just in belly gym stuff last night. We were just talking about that earlier on in Cavan here. Yeah, it's going to one extreme. Like every day somebody's being stabbed. And then a few hours before that, there was the Gardaí had to fire a 44 round at a person to make them drop the knife in Dundalk, I think it was. No, I didn't see that name, no. He's now in a coma, yeah. It's dangerous, like not wearing a helmet particularly. Especially when you get a bang to the head, etc. It's dangerous, very dangerous. Whatever about getting a cut leg or stuff, that's only a minor thing, but getting brain damage and stuff, it's deadly. Yeah, I hope so too, yeah. It is deadly. Also, to correct the record, actually, in terms of the Barry James Duff case. Now, I did put it out last night that there was a boy. I did put that out by mistake, but there was a woman, a young woman. I got confused last night because there was just too much going on. And I think I was misinformed too because I was told about the accident in Barry James Duff. But I think they said to me it was a man. So that's what I presumed it was. But it was clearly a woman. So my fault in that one. It's my fault I put out the wrong thing, but it did happen, of course, etc. But I got that fact wrong that it was that. But hello, B Irish, how are we keeping? Yeah, those I wouldn't go near e-scooters. Whatever about e-bikes and stuff, but not e-scooters. I think they're just too dangerous. So yeah, are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein, as Donald Trump would say? Yeah, like that's literally what they've said. Like literally, like Caroline Levitt, the White House press secretary, pretty much says the Epstein files are a hoax. That's what she's saying. So I don't know what the fuck all these pages were that were released with all black lines, etc. So I don't know what Caroline Levitt was smoking, but she must be smoking something very, very big. Not in that regard, but But yeah, we see what happens. Dick Cheney. I don't know about Taylor Swift. I think Taylor Swift was too young. Like at the time when Jeffrey Epstein was around, which was around the 90s. Like she's still very young. Idris in the files. No, I'm not in the files. Like I seen one celebrity one time saying, if you're not in the Epstein files, you're not relevant. Like imagine somebody sitting there and saying that. Like my God. Like are they well in the head? Like coming out and saying, oh, if you're not in the Epstein files, you're not relevant. You're not a celebrity. Like come on now. What are you on about? Like, what are you well? And everybody said that to them. I don't know who it was. I remember some singer or something. Yeah, like Donald Trump clearly bet off more than he can chew, basically. But it's very clear because I knew myself they wouldn't kind of going to give up. They're not going to give up. They're not going to give up to anybody, especially Israel. Like whatever about the United States, like Iran, you hear it all the time. They think of them as Satan, and they're not going to bow down to Israel, and that's the simple as that. What about the United States? But they're not going to give anyway to Israel. Like it's simple as that. Like what if it was the United States alone, basically without Israel, they probably would have. Um, it's just that they won't cave to Satan. That's more or less what it is. That's what I think it is. I think like Iran particularly, but they've always brought up anyway to fight and to fight and fight. Still listening. Seriously taking notes. Yeah, they couldn't give a shit about it. Like you seen yourself at the beginning of the year, like they slaughtered about 42,000 of their own people. Just went out and shot them in the street, machine gunned them in some cases. They just simply don't care about their own people. That's true, but they're also not going to give up to people that they absolutely despise. But I think Donald Trump is like he thought it would surrender day one. He came to Supreme Leader and that'll be it. But clearly that's not it. And it's probably never going to be it. I don't think it's ever going to end. Because Israel particularly too, like Benjamin Netanyahu's dying. Like every day he wants more war. He's trying to stop war with everybody else. Mainly because obviously with the elections, he's not going to do too well in the elections. And of course, he has corruption charges, etc. against him. He's wanted by the International Court for war crimes. So only for this going on in Iran, he probably would have some very tough questions to answer for, because he can point to this and say, look, Iran's still firing missiles and stuff. There's a war going on, When, say, for example, if there's a peace treaty and Iran stop firing, the US stop firing rockets at each other, Benjamin Netanyahu's in some severe trouble, So, that's pretty much all this. But I don't think Iran is too fond of the Agenda 2030. Let's put that way. I don't know about that one. I don't think they'd be too fond of Klaus Schwab, etc. I don't think so. I don't know whether Iran have much time for them. So yeah, but I don't know how it's going to end in the Middle East. I think it's just going to go on for another few. Like it's another endless war, basically, in the Middle East. Donald Trump has said billions of times that he never would bring the United States into, and long behold, here we are. Long behold, here we are. Oh yeah, I know, but the fact there's other countries too that would take the same as them too. Like North Korea and stuff would be too keen on Klaus Schwab, etc. Yeah, I've seen that. We're talking about that earlier on, yes. And then a few other places too wouldn't be too fond of them. But we see what happens. But hopefully, then by the end of the year. But I don't think so. I think it's just going to keep going, because the ceasefire before, Israel kind of just wanted to destroy the ceasefire as quick as possible. But of course, Iran done a bit too to try and cause trouble too. So I don't know. To be totally honest, it's going to be difficult now how they're going to get through that one. But we see how it goes. Oh, yeah, thanks, Luke. Appreciate it. That's the first time actually I think somebody has tagged me, like in my own chat, because it shows up like in a big, like orange box. Actually, probably wasn't. Maybe I don't know, but I can't remember seeing a big orange box like my name. But anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for tonight. I think we've basically talked about everything. Is there anything else anybody wants to ask me or anything? But hardly any notifications, indeed. But yeah, is there anything else anybody wants to ask me just before I go or anything? Now, I don't know about the events in Monaghan yet, but very soon, what I'm trying to say, very imminent, I would say. Very imminent, within the next week or two. How many subs am I on these days? I actually don't know myself. I can't remember. Let me just actually look to see, because I actually lost track. Basically, too much going on these days. My brain is fried. 1,966. It could be 69, just to say to anybody that's not subscribed. We could get 69. 1,669 pog. Yeah, we could make it a funny number. Santa. Oh no. Put on Santa. Yeah. Oh, well, I think we can all guess, Gordon. I think we can all guess what you're going to say. Well, I was going to say, so yeah, so the thing of Monaghan, within the next 2 weeks, definitely would have an answer. And what if we're going to do something or something in Monaghan? We see, but there have to be some kind of, I don't know what it could be. It could be like a library thing. Now it's 96, yeah, in terms of prices and stuff, yeah. You get things for 69 years ago, and now you have to pay 96. Fucking disgrace. What has the West become? Pretty cool, shaved indeed. I think I get a West of that one. But yeah. Yeah, it doesn't appeal. Sometimes it doesn't appeal. Like, people have said that to me before. I don't know why. Like, it's the one thing that doesn't appeal. Don't know why. Like, I presume if you just copy and paste it, it works. But I don't know why. Does it act like, can I at myself? I don't think so. Oh, well, I can at myself here, but I can't at myself anywhere else. Great stuff. Don't know why, but anyway. Sometimes it works. It just works, as they say. But yeah. The web bubble t-shirts, indeed. But yeah, so number one fan needs to top up his game out, Jesus. We're speaking about number one fan. I actually got a book, another book. So this is from the time she went over to Richmond. So I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that side. So yeah, this is from Richmond back in January. I don't know if you can see that. So back in January. So I got that. I got another book. So I have 3 signed copies now of Hope in Action. So yeah, another signed copy. I got that literally yesterday. So yeah. So we literally have 3 signed copies. Like, fucking God knows how many books. Like, it's absolutely fucking insane. Like, the whole wardrobe is full of books. Like, it is actually insane. Like, let me see if I can show you. Like, literally all the, like, literally look at all that. Like, look at all that. And then there's another one. So yeah, look at that. Like, literally look at all that. Like, literally the whole fucking place is full of them. Like, all these are signed ones here, and that one here. And all that. Like, Mother of God. Like, just full of it. And then the whole wardrobe for 50 of them. I'm only joking. There's not 50 of them in the wardrobe. Not yet. Within the next week, maybe. But I'm only joking. I still never got that German one. Like, somebody said they were going to send me that German one, and they didn't. The bastards. But anyway. In 1984, yes, we could get a few of them. Actually, sorry, I'm living that. Like, we're living it. So I don't think I need the book, because, like, look around you. It's 1984 around us without even reading the book. It saves us money. Good trick. But, I did read a bit of 1984 before. I borrowed it off somebody once before, and I read a good bit of it. But yeah, pretty much it sums up to reality. And I wouldn't mind years ago people say, oh, that never happened. And so, well, I don't know about that one. But anyway. Is there any other people want to say now? So yeah. So I have that one there. I'm not getting tattoos. The one thing I always said, never get tattoos and stuff. But yeah. No, but I just want to thank the person that because the person had this book. This is from the United States, as I say. And I want to just thank the person for sending it to me, just to say, because they didn't want it, and so they give it to me. So that's nice of them. So I literally have 3 signed books, which is insane. I don't think anybody has it. 3 signed books, but yeah. So yeah, great stuff, mighty. Sing us a song. No, we're not singing songs. What do you think this is? The Eurovision. But yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. Jeez, everybody wants to just keep me here tonight. But yeah, no, just thought so. There's another book to add to the pile. But yeah, literally the whole fucking draw is covered in Santa stuff. My God. Let me see. Is there anything else? So yeah, I don't know when the things the Mulligan's on. But I will let you know whenever I hear. But I know about some of the stuff, but I can't say. I was going to say something there, but I probably shouldn't. But anyway, that's it for tonight. Thanks, everyone. I appreciate it. We should be back, hopefully, Saturday. All going well, of course. But yeah, so yeah, thank you, everyone. Make sure to check out the video from earlier on. And of course, thank you, as always. Appreciate it.